Hey, what's happening, guys? Thank you for tuning in to Rules for Rebels. Today we're going to be talking about drop shipping, and I wanted to address what's a hybrid drop shipping store. So, the concept of a hybrid drop shipping store has been around for a long, long time, but more recently it's kind of turned into a buzzword, and I hear a lot of people on Reddit and YouTube and entrepreneur stores, or entrepreneur channels and things like that, blogs, talking about hybrid dropship businesses. So what a hybrid dropship business is exactly what it sounds like. It's a combination of storing or carrying some physical inventory and also drop shipping other products. Now here's kind of a funny story. Probably, I don't know, almost 10 years ago, I was doing kind of a form of hybrid drop shipping before drop shipping was even a thing. Now, I think this story is going to kind of illustrate like why you might want to do something like this, the benefits of it, and how it can kind of help you scale your business as your business grows. So back when I was in college, I had a beanbag toss game, you know, cornhole games where you throw the beanbags into a hole, the barbecue games. I had a business selling those games, and I also sold the bags. Now, at some point, it kind of occurred to me, you know, beanbag toss games, it's kind of a product that you're going to buy one time, and you're probably not going to buy one at least for a couple of years, if ever again, because, you know, they last for a while. If you're building quality board sets like I was, they're going to last you for at least a couple of years, if not, you know, the next 10, 20 years. So somebody's not going to be coming back to me buying another beanbag set. Now, a lot of people will come back to me and buy replacement bags, because after they've been sitting in your garage or your basement for the winter, sometimes, you know, squirrels might get in and eat the corn out of them, or mice. But aside from people maybe buying a replacement set of bags every couple of years, really nobody's going to come back to me to buy anything else. So it kind of occurred to me, you know, I need to find something else to sell. And so what I thought was, okay, if I'm selling beanbag toss games, what other products would somebody buying a beanbag toss game, what other products would they buy? And right around that time, some of the other kind of backyard games started getting popular. You guys remember those like ring toss where you throw the ring toss where you throw the washers into the box. That game was kind of gaining in popularity. Also, I think it's called Ladders, the game where there's like two, golf balls on a string, and you kind of have those PVC pipe ladders, and you kind of, you know, sling the golf balls and try to get them to wrap around. I didn't really know how to make either of those games. I kind of had a template and kind of a process down for making my beanbag toss games, and I know people who have beanbag toss games will also have those things. So basically, I found suppliers for the rings game. I found a supplier for the ladders game, and there's also another game where I don't even know what the name for it is, but basically you have like a stick in the ground, you put a beer bottle on the top, and you throw frisbees and try to knock the beer bottle off the platform, and then I forget how it goes, but if you knock it off, it's 2 points. If the person catches the bottle before it hits the ground, you don't get a point. But I found those three additional games, found suppliers for those. And when somebody would buy one of my beanbag toss games, I could also try to upsell them one of these other games, or somebody who came and bought a beanbag toss game from me, maybe they'll come back another time and buy one of those washer games. I also found another product. It was basically a grill, and it snaps into the hitch on the back of your car. So if you're, you know, tailgating at a Bears game or something like that, you got your grill right on the back of the car. You're not having to put it in the car, and it actually kind of swings off, and you can barbecue and stuff right off of there. So I was selling that. And I think I got into doing like koozies and stuff like that as well. But basically, I said, okay, you know, there's only one product that I really have to sell. I'm not really wanting to buy inventory in any of these other products. And quite frankly, none of the other products ever sold like a ton. But when they did sell, it was extra money in my pocket. So it was well worth it to, even if I was making a smaller margin, to drop ship these products from other suppliers. And that's kind of exactly what a hybrid drop shipping store is. So I'll give you guys another example. Let's say you have a store selling paddleboard accessories. Now, maybe you're selling like paddleboard leashes, so you know what goes around your ankle and attaches to the paddleboard. Maybe you're selling some like D-rings that can suction onto your paddleboard so you can add more attachments. Maybe you're doing dry bags, maybe one of those paddleboard holders where it slings over your shoulder and holds the paddleboard so you're not having to carry it by hand. So let's say you're selling all these products, and let's say like the only product that really sells a ton and sells consistently is like inflatable paddleboard pumps, right? But you know, like I said, you're also offering the carrier, you're offering dry bags, you're offering all this other type of stuff. If you start, and let's say you start drop shipping everything, at some point you realize like, oh wow, like I'm selling 50 paddleboard pumps a month. it really isn't a risk for me to order these. If I order them, I can probably make better margins than drop shipping them. So you might say, you know what, it's not really worth ordering the D-rings and the dry bags and the carrier. It's not really worth ordering those. You know, I sell 3 of this one a month. I sell 5 of this one a month. I sell 7 of this one a month. It's not really worth me ordering inventory and carrying these things. But these paddleboard pumps, man, I sell 50 of them a month. So if I order 150 of them, you know, that's going to be a 3-month supply. I know they're selling pretty consistently. I'll be able to get these out to my customers a lot faster than if I'm drop shipping them from China or God knows wherever else. So it'd probably be worthwhile for me to order these. And so basically I order those now on that paddleboard pump, which is really my best selling product. I'm probably making, you know, anywhere from 30 to 70% better margins by not drop shipping it and carrying the inventory. I'm able to get it out to my customers quicker. And then down the road, you know, as the business grows, as the business builds, if I find like, oh, you know, a lot of people are having to buy these Boston valves, the attachment that actually goes in. I'm starting to sell a decent amount of Boston valves, and it's not as much as the pumps, but these Boston valves, I can get them for like 30 cents online, and, you know, there's a minimum of 100 that I have to order for, you know, for the little bit of money that it would cost me to get these in. I might as well order them, and because the margins are so huge, it's like as soon as you sell 20 or 30% of your inventory, the whole inventory is paid off. So then, okay, you know, I'm going to order these as well. And then slowly, like over time, you kind of transition your business from being a strictly drop shipping business to carrying a few of your best selling products. And then as the business grows, if more products selling, you start offering more in a physical inventory. So at some point, ideally, probably half of your products are products that are drop shipped. And those products are going to either be expensive products that you can't afford to order in bulk and stock, or they're going to be products that add something to your bottom line but aren't necessarily your best-selling products, and you just really don't feel like warehousing them and storing them and having to ship them out yourself. And at some point, you may have like a 50-50 mix of, you know, half your products you're drop shipping, half your products you're not drop shipping. Here's kind of a different spin on this hybrid drop shipping store. Let's see. Another thing that you can do if you're selling physical products is you could add print on demand. Now, print on demand is a form of drop shipping, right? You could add print on demand to add kind of another product category and add another way to bring in some money without having to stock more products. So let's go back to this example paddleboard store. So I have this paddleboard store and I'm selling paddleboard pumps and leashes and the carriers and everything like that. And I'm like, you know what else could I sell that wouldn't cost me a lot of money or that could add to the bottom line, a few other products to offer. Now, this will probably only work if you have kind of a cool brand, but with the paddleboarding thing, I think a lot of people are into like beach stuff, surf gear, stuff like that. So let's say I have a paddleboard company called the Low Country Paddler. Low Country is like Charleston, South Carolina area. Paddleboarding is big down there. And let's say I have kind of a cool logo where I have like a palmetto tree and the moon and maybe a paddleboard and some waves under it. What I could start doing is doing print on demand with maybe t-shirts, hats. I'm trying to think what other stuff would go well with kind of a beach theme. There's all different types, like beach towels. So let's say I add t-shirts, I add tank tops, I add hats, and I add beach towels. So that's 4 additional products that I don't need to stock. I go over to Printful or Custom Cat or whatever supplier I want to use. I upload my designs, and now I can put those products onto my website. So, you know, I'm selling my paddleboard leashes and stuff, and then I also have a section with, you know, gear, and I can sell kind of my branded items as well. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do a combination of drop shipping and physical products. The only kind of the only kind of complication with this, or the only thing that kind of gets tricky that you kind of got to keep an eye on, is let's say, for example, somebody comes to my store and they order one of the products that I carry in physical inventory. They order one of the products that I'm drop shipping from, I don't know, whether, I'm not a big fan of AliExpress drop shipping, but we'll say either AliExpress or from one of my suppliers. And then they also order, you know, one of my t-shirts or some of my gear from, you know, that I'm fulfilling through Printful. Now I'm having to ship that customer 3 different items. So a couple complications here. First off, some people are going to be confused when the first item shows up and the other 2 don't. They're going to be like calling, you know, I got my order, I got a t-shirt, but I didn't get my paddleboard leash and I didn't get this. And then you kind of have to explain to them, or prior to them even ordering, try to explain it during the checkout process. Orders may arrive separately. Another thing you have to keep in mind is if you're paying shipping on things coming from your drop shipper, you're going to have to keep in mind that if I'm physically mailing something out to you, you buy a paddleboard leash from me, I charge you for shipping on that, so I have to ship that to you. But then if you buy something that comes from one of my dropship suppliers, if they charge shipping, that's an additional shipping charge. And then if you order something from my print-on-demand store, that's an additional, I think Printful charges like $4.99. That's an additional $4.99. So potentially you're looking at like 5, I don't know what the other, 10. Essentially, you're looking at potentially like having to pay $15 in shipping fees, and you're only collecting, say, $5 in shipping from the customer. So that's just one other thing to kind of keep in mind. But I think over the coming weeks and the coming months, this topic of quote-unquote hybrid drop shipping stores is going to become kind of a buzzword among YouTube entrepreneurs, the online entrepreneur community, things like that. So watch out for that. I think hybrid drop shipping is going to be kind of one of the next big things. I think a lot of people are realizing that the whole AliExpress and this whole kind of half-ass lazy drop shipping isn't really going to get anywhere. And I think people are going to realize to have more control over their business and make better margins, they're going to probably start to slowly transition into kind of a hybrid model. And some people may even go to a full model of carrying inventory. But like I said, I've been hearing a lot about this. I figured I'd make a video, let you guys know what it is. This concept has been around for a long time. It's been done for a long time. But it's starting to gain some traction. I'll give you an example of a bigger company doing this. Someone like Bed Bath & Beyond, for example, or even Best Buy, Walmart, these companies as well. But during 2015, when hoverboards were really big, Bed Bath & Beyond, most of their products they carry all the time. But occasionally when like a really popular product comes out and it's not something that they carry, I remember Bed Bath & Beyond was drop shipping hoverboards from some third-party supplier for a while. So even big companies are going to do stuff like this when like a fad or a hot product comes out. But something to think about. If any of you guys are already engaging in hybrid drop shipping, let me know about it. Let me know what challenges you guys face. Drop a comment in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.